What is the worst relationship advice you have heard? To go nuts on your bachelor/bachelorette party. Get it all out of your system before you're married and truly committed. It also paints this view of marriage as a trap where you lose all of your freedom, so you have to bang it all out in one night. You shouldn't be getting married if that's your view on what marriage is. This view of marriage is so fucked up. Marriage is a trap and hell afterwards, the Olay ball and chain. Also guys, I can't wait to get married. What? I hate my wife, boomer. Why keep him only for yourself though? Why not let him explore as he pleases? Trust me, he'll appreciate you a lot more if you let him sleep around. My drunk mother. Edit, by terrible advice, I meant terrible advice for me. She also made it sound like every couple should do this, when some clearly aren't into polygamy/polyamory. I had already told her it wasn't for me right before she said this. If my hypothetical girlfriend/wife said this to me, I'd be seriously re-examining our relationship. To be honest, that's pretty BD of your mom. She wants the D. To do everything your partner says. Like seriously, my friend thought he had to bend to the very whim of his girlfriend. He now doesn't do that. Yeah, I've had some friends who say they want a partner that will always agree with them no matter what, and I'm like, wouldn't you rather have a partner that has their own personality instead of a sycophant who never actually expresses their own desires/feelings? That was a big reason my wife says she divorced her ex. Dude was apparently a doormat and she wanted to be with an adult. Blind agreement is no way to go through life. I can relate to this. My ex-husband was so laid back, he was horizontal. He wouldn't stand up for himself, to anyone, about anything. I lost respect for him and ended up loving him more like a friend than a husband. A kid will solve every problem. Relationship fizzling out because you're incompatible? Start to 18-year minimum obligation to another human being whose mental well-being will depend on your mental stability and cooperation with your partner. Feel like you just can't get a grip on your life? Add a massive new facet to your life that will demand your utmost attention and huge amounts of financial contributions, destroying your ability to carry out a personal life of your own for the next few years at minimum. Can't seem to agree with your other half? Launch into the ultimate collaborative project where the thing being made and raised up is a human being who will need ideological guidance and consistency and stability. Diagnosed with a terminal illness? Bring something into this world that will need you just in time for you to leave it behind. Hungry, but don't want to walk all the way to the fridge? Have unprotected sex with someone until an entire new fucking human being is created. Tired of your phone's poor battery life? The average ejaculate contains 15 million sperm per milliliter of ejaculate. Have a child, the solution to all your problems. Now only $99.99 tax and shipping not included. He isn't proposing fast enough? Fake a pregnancy. That's a yikes from me, dog. Oh. I had one of these. Dated a girl for 2 years. Told her I loved her but didn't know about marriage. A month later she's pregnant. I tell her that I'd be there for her and supportive, but didn't want to get married. Turns out she wasn't pregnant. Did you break up after that lie? The cleanest, most guilt-free break of my life. My brother once told my female cousin it's important for women to remain mysterious and to try and remain aloof to keep a man's attention, even with small things, like never burping around him. I know at least 2 women who thought they couldn't flirt with a guy without dating another guy as a way to set hard boundaries for a guy to work through. Dumbest thing I have ever heard. It's like infusing drama into the inception of the relationship. The rules surrounding dating are completely baffling to me. People will be like, I don't play games and I don't want drama, but then treat things like you have to wait 3 days after a date to text as gospel. You should stay and help them/fix them if you really love them. You're a romantic partner, not a therapist. And even if you are a therapist, you don't need to fix them, that's unhealthy. A person can only take on so much of that emotional labor before it starts to drag them down too. If your partner won't even try to fix themselves, you are under no obligation to sacrifice your mental health for them. Don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise. Totally, just because someone has mental issues or past trauma doesn't give them the right to hurt you in excessive ways. It may explain why they are being hurtful, but it doesn't mean you have to stick around and take it forever, particularly if, as you said, they are making zero effort to fix themselves. Yes. This is such an important point that I feel many people overlook when they're new in the dating scene or in an abusive relationship. Just because their behavior can be explained, redirected back to their issues or trauma, it doesn't justify said behavior.